Hello and welcome to a Sophisticated Pairs video blog. My name is Erica and today I am reviewing the Sculptresse by Panache Estel. In the last few collections, Sculptresse really has expanded both its sizing, its color options, and the styles available. Estel is one such example, and it's one of the few styles in the Sculptresse line to go up to a UK K-cup. In previous iterations, most of the styles stopped around that UK H or double H, despite the fact that in both the Clio and the original Super Bra line, they have cup sizes up to UK Js or even UK K cups. Not in Clio, but definitely in Super Bra. I was really excited to try this one out. I also noticed that it has sort of a Super Bra-esque frame, and in the past I have liked styles in Sculptresse that have their origins in the Super Bra line. Unfortunately, with Sculptresse being their plus-size line, sometimes they do start the bands at around a 36, and I'm very much in the 34 category. Estel is one such example. So today I'm not wearing my usual UK 34H or American 34K. Instead, I am wearing a UK 36 double G, or J cup in American. So this is essentially a sister size for me. And I do feel the difference. I'm on the tightest set of hooks on the band, and it still feels a little large. I feel like I still have to kind of like tug it down a bit, and if you notice, I can kind of pull it out to the side more than I would say is normal. In fact, I would almost say that Estel runs slightly generous in the band, especially when compared with other Sculptresse styles. However, the cup is absolutely perfect. The center here is sitting nice and flat, which is called tacking. The cups are contouring well to both sides and giving me great lift and shape. There's no overflow, there's no gaping. I'm also filling out the bottom of the cup. Sometimes in certain Panache styles I've had issues with extra space where there's a little bit of room between where the bottom of my breast tissue ends and then the underwire starts. In Estel, everything is perfectly filled up. The underwire placement is also pretty good. It's a little bit further back than what I need, and it kind of comes more at an angle towards the top. However, that's not a big deal breaker for me because most of the time it's usually only Polish bras that get my side profile completely correct. And as long as it doesn't create any pain or discomfort, I tend to overlook it. In the case of Estel, it does come up a little higher than what I would be accustomed to, but there's enough give in the fabric under the arm so that when I move, it's still fairly comfortable. I would still prefer it to be slightly lower for me personally, but again, I'm not exactly the true demographic for this style bra. The fabric on these lower sections as well as the side panel is a 2-ply. The interior has this like mesh that's a little bit more structured, and the exterior also has a lace that's more structured. So it tends to withstand the weight of the bust and keep the tissue directed in a nice forward rounded profile. The upper cup is also 2-ply, but the fabric there, especially the mesh on the interior, has a little bit more of a stretch, so you can kind of see that it moves a little bit. I like this decision as well. Chi Chi, which I have reviewed in the past, is a wonderful style in the Sculptresse line. However, some people do not like the lace upper cup, and this is true of some of the sister styles like Clara or Andorra or Jasmine or Envy. Because the stretch lace has a thinner fabric and it also is stretchy by definition, consequently, people feel like it doesn't have the added containment. And it's good to see that they were able to achieve a balance. So in the original Super Bra line, they do have styles like, say, Thea or the Tango, where the upper cup is pretty heavy and it doesn't really move, and that can have its own side effects. With Estel, they've kind of created this perfect marriage. So you have the wonderful stretch component here to make sure it's going to contour and it's going to fit, but it's not so much that it's going to jiggle. It still preserves that sense of containment, making it a really nice solution in the Sculptresse line. I think it would be really good, especially for balanced shapes, as well as maybe bottom heavy or even softer tissue types. Because of that, I find that Estel will be a more versatile style and maybe more of a crowd-pleasing style as well. The wings on Estel are also worth noting. They are much more in the family of Chi Chi, meaning they have that nice soft fabric where most of the elastic is encapsulated on the interior of the wing. This means that both what touches the skin as well as what projects outward is very sleek. I think that it is a nice choice because having that elastic on the inside tends to prevent kind of creating that extra roll or the dreaded back fat. It really adds to smoothing both along the sides and the back. And to that extent, the wings are also wider. So the wider the wing, not only do you disperse more of the weight across a larger surface area, which is more comfortable, but it also tends to increase the smoothing ability of the bra itself. The straps are fully adjustable, which is great. Anybody who's watched reviews like this before knows that I feel very strongly that a full bust bra should have a fully adjustable strap. They're also inset more, so that means that they are set closer to the hook and eye closures in the back, and that prevents the straps from being too close to the shoulders. And it also makes it so that they're going to stay on the shoulder when you move. And it basically enables the straps to stay put and prevent strap slippage. Really smart design decision as well. Materials-wise, everything is top-notch quality, which it should be. This is a $78 bra, so we're starting to get into a higher price point. And that's something I've noticed on the new collections with Sculptresse as well. We're not looking at a mix of $60 bras, we're looking more at a mix of $70 bras, some even in the 80s. However, the quality on what they're offering is absolutely on point with the materials and the designs that they've created. In fact, overall, the industry's prices have been going up steadily over the last year. We've gotten price increase notices from everybody from Eviden to Wacol to Anita. So many of the bras are starting to tick towards that general range. And I think that the Sculptresse line really makes a point of ensuring that what they're offering definitely hits all of those quality boxes you would want in order to justify spending like $70 or $78 or $80 on a bra. Aesthetically, I like this. I'm a big fan of just black and plain black bras. And this one is really nice. It's got just sort of a beautiful like lace on the exterior. I love the little keyhole cutout here in the center. I think that's really fun. It's just like a good everyday staple. And I think that's a smart move too. Some of the original Sculptresse designs when they first released the line were very polarizing. I'm thinking like Lisa Frank animal prints and really bright colors. There wasn't a lot in terms of generic core, and especially with them transitioning the line into being a little bit more expensive overall, I like that they kept it more simple. As a retailer, this makes it a lot easier to sell a bra when it's a good everyday basic black bra than if it's one that's covered in like pink and purple animal print. It's a lot easier on our end to sell. And again, it's still a sophisticated style. It's not something that's going to seem like out of style or too trendy. It's going to be something that blends easily. The last thing I want to comment on is the price overall again. And by that I mean not just the industry standard and the materials, but also the line is offering a wider range of sizes. So many times you're looking at 34 to 46 bands, you're looking at up to UK double H cups even in 46 bands. And this can lend itself to a higher price too, not just because of materials and design, but also because there's going to be more SKUs in it. And you're going to have a wider range of sizes and shapes. And that can overall increase the price as well. So that's something I just wanted to note briefly with regards to the price of the Estel. Overall, I've been really impressed with this. I'm impressed with the general direction Panache is taking their Sculptresse line, and I'm very excited to see what new styles they're going to come up with in the next couple seasons. As always, if you have questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to email me. My email address is sophisticatedpear@gmail.com. And don't forget to check out our blog, Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram, and the whole slew for all the latest news and event information. Thanks for watching.